finished at last, so let's have a look inside. Let me show you around. You'll notice straight away I've opened it up. Used to be units up to about here, making it very tight to get in now. And as we enter, you can see there's my lovely sofa bed, which I've just reupholstered, remade the whole thing pretty much. I put a nice little drawer in here, which doubles up bedside table. Nice little secret compartment for shoving my bits. The arms of the sofa double up as little side tables. All the walls have been recarpeted, the ceiling's been recarpeted. Plenty of insulation in the walls behind it. Over the cab, you'll see this used to be a big open space. I had my bedding thrown in there and such. Now I've made a cupboard out of it. In actual fact, I remade the whole thing, making this padded because I used to smack my head on it all the time. And I've actually scalloped that out there now. So when you're getting up from this seat here, you're not bashing your head on it. And then the sliding doors, which still holds all my bedding and such. Torch is back where it used to be, except now it's constantly powered, so it's always on charges, that one. I've fitted ceiling lights there, that side, and over the kitchen there. And here we've got a main switch at the doorway. 1, 2, 3, and then we have the lights on. The roof windows, which used to have little elasticated curtain things on, I made these blinds for them. Made them out of leftovers from the kitchen window blind, which I'll show you in a minute. Shelves I've redone, much bigger, much more solid, and they're hiding the tops of the curtains now. And my night light now is passing onto there. You see a little drawstring, nice bright light there for you, so we can have the rest of them off. The TV's back in the usual place. I've recovered all the walls. As you'll see, this is now the leather vinyl instead of that horrible holes everywhere wall that I had before. I've not put the iPod player there. It's now on that shelf there because I've got a nice big deep shelf here now, whereas I didn't have one there before with just a little thing that was of no use at all. The kitchen. Now then, we start off with, you see, nice worktop, nice big long worktop that I made with a nice bull nose, just to give it some shape and bit of character. And then we've got the sink and the hob. There's the sink, and there's the hob, all nicely working away there. There's no water in it at the moment because I've not filled it up, but it works. And the kitchen window, you'll see, is much reduced into just a size square over the window, over the hob itself, which is all I needed. Now the base units. What I've got here is, first one, I've got a shelf there, which is useful for putting my cup on, as you can see, my ashtray, or whatever else you want to put on there. Just keeps this top clear. So you've got more space to work with. Underneath we've got the gas cupboard. Now in the gas cupboard, apart from the gas bottle, we've got the control valves. I put 3 of them, each one operating an individual item. They're pretty much self-explanatory. We've got red for the fire, white for the fridge, and blue for the hob. Easier not to forget. Next, going along, I've got a drawer that I made, just folding all sorts of bits of junk. Underneath, a double cupboard, which is going to be my food cupboard, empty at the moment because I can't afford any food. But soon all the food will be in there. I've carpeted it, the base, so things don't slide around, and there are good catches on there to keep them closed. Then I've got the microwave. Now the microwave is the only thing that is electric. There's 240 volts. Everything else in this camper van is run from 12 volts. However, that is also run from 12 volts via an inverter. So it's obviously takes a lot of power to run it, but microwaves, as you know, you don't need them for very long, so I can just turn on the inverter, do my microwaving, turn it back off again, and will have used very little power at all, and nothing else needs electric, so that was the ideal solution for it. Below that I've got the pan drawer. Then we've got the fridge. Now remember from before, this used to be a chocolate brown colour. What I did, once I got it out and serviced it, I got a matching paint for the microwave, just an appliance silver spray paint. Sprayed the centre in white just to match the kitchen units. I use the same spray paint to do the plug sockets and switches to get everything to match. And the reason I had to do that is this Architrive switch, you can only get them in white plastic, and I didn't want white plastic everywhere. Next, going along, just shift my bin out of the way, we've got another drawer at the top which is for cutlery. Then below that I've got my water cupboard in there, and a little shelf at the end there, just a space, so I've used it, hold my tray and a few bits and bats. Drop everything on the floor, that's it. Moving up, put a little shelf in there, just hold my soaps and bits and bats, kettle on a hook so it don't fly around all over the place. Then one wall cupboard, another double wall cupboard, and another double wall cupboard. I'll put square plates in because they fit better. You can have bigger plates. And the last one. Underneath we've got the cooker hood that I made in episode 18, I think it was. And you see, lights up the surface very nicely when I'm cooking, washing, whatever. Just gives me that illumination where it's needed. On the other side, first we've got the wardrobe. Now the wardrobe and toilet is pretty much laid out as it was, except I've made new doors, I've redone the walls, and the Zig unit's still in the top where it was, but the wiring's all been redone. First, inside the wardrobe, you'll notice I put trays on the wall, on the door of the wardrobe, just to give me extra storage. I can throw things in there. As I opened the door, the light came on. Now it's because of this little pillar switch here. It just turns the light on and off as the door opens and closes. Inside I put new shelves at the bottom, and spare gas bottle is strapped in the very bottom there. And then as we go up, a couple of hooks, my umbrella should I need it, and the bar to hold out the horning, and there is all my electrics. Everything for the van comes back to that point there, and then that connects direct into the Zig unit. A plug socket up there, and my aerial supply. The plug sockets for the TV should I ever be lucky enough to have electric coming to the van, which I'm not planning on. Then the toilet. Switch on the door, in we go. There's a magazine toilet, a little cupboard on the wall there. You can't see it very well because of the mirror. Spare toilet rolls above it, and the light at the top. Back door, I'll put a blind on instead of a curtain. Shove the clock in there, run straight from the battery and my first aid kit. And then to the cab. Now the first thing you'll notice, the seats. I've reupholstered them, and I've redone the visors, I've redone the roof, I've put in new courtesy lights, one there and one down the far end of the van, over there, so when you open the doors they both come on at the same time. didn't have one before. I put a light into the glove compartment. I put a light into the cigarette ashtray because I didn't have one before. And the doors didn't have any door pockets, so I used the same paper trays, covered them in vinyl and fastened them to the doors, 2 on each door. So now I've got some pockets, which serve the purpose well. And lastly, of course, curtains. All nice new curtains all round. And that's the van. Well, here we are, 5 months later, 22 videos down, and it's finally done. It's taken a hell of a lot longer than what I thought it would, but in all honesty, I've done a hell of a lot more than what I intended on doing. But it's been enjoyable, it's been a good learning curve. I've come across some very interesting issues that I never even anticipated would be there, which has been good, because as I say, it's been a good learning curve. If you intend on doing one yourself, or if you're already in the process of doing one yourself, and you've trawled through all the 22 videos that I've done, or 21 up to this one, and you've not found answers to problems that you've got, questions that you might have, and you think I might be able to help, then by all means, just send us a message, and if I can help you, then I'm more than willing to do so. Now, one point to note, for those that's having a go at doing it and is a little bit cautious, a little bit wary about all the work that's involved in it, this was my first time. I've never done one before either, so it can't be that hard. So all that's left to do now is take it out and enjoy it, and I'm sure I'll get many years of enjoyment out of it. But I'm pretty sure also it's not the end of the story. I will still be finding little bits to do to it all the way through. But that's what it's all about, making the thing fit you and do what you want it to do. Right, well, in conclusion, let's just have a quick look back at what it was like and what's changed. Thanks for watching, and I hope you've enjoyed it. Bye.